How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the Weeb Lounge. I am Nick, and in this character spotlight, we have the Ceremonial Costume edition of Ilya. Not really a costume, it's a one piece. He's going to like the Miss Peco Universe competition or something. Yeah, she came back with the trophy on that one. I mean, Peco's. Y'all know what I'm talking about. It's not a costume, it's a freaking one piece with some frills and stuff. I mean, let's not kid ourselves. We're not going to kid ourselves. It's perfectly fine. We're okay with this. Okay. Now, I maxed this one out, level break, did all the usual stuff, but I have to do the skills in a slightly different order. This is, I'll tell you right now, this is a relatively good character, but it's a little bit unique, and I have to go through the Union Burst first because of the mechanics, so that everything else makes freaking sense, I guess. Oh boy, still a little disheveled and stuff. But yes, I did get sick during the clan battles. It's like every other one, I got sick. Tell whatever is infected me to stop, okay? I'm still at the tail end of it. That aside, Peco Universe. Union Burst Vermilion Veil. It is a large single target magic damage attack and a self-heal. The more familiars she has summoned, the more damage she will deal. This is the familiar characteristic. It's the mechanic. It is whatever. She has two little familiars that she summons. And when does she summon them? When she does the Union Burst. Will also summon up to a maximum of 2 familiars. Each familiar itself is kind of like another little character on the field. Each familiar has its own basic attacks, and one will have a technique point generation over time buff for all allies within the immediate vicinity, and the other will also do the same immediate vicinity buff regarding magic attack power. And these things, you know, they have their own hit points, they can be attacked, etc., etc. They're actually like extra characters on the field. They're familiars. Of course they are. It's not the familiar of Zero, that's for sure. Skill number 1. Let's go ahead and get into the basics now. Bloody Grace. Single target magic damage attack and technique point recovery for herself. The more familiars she has summoned, the more damage she'll deal and the more technique points she'll recover. Skill number 2. Engagement Bloom. Now if you look, it's not an engagement bloom. She just put like roses on her axe. Yeah, if you don't marry her, she'll just cut you with the thing. If she goes to throw the bouquet, whoever catches it dies. Probably just becomes a familiar or whatever. Engagement Bloom buffs magic attack power, magic crit chance, and action speed of all allies in her immediate vicinity. And that immediate vicinity thing, I'll get into the little details of the range of that shortly. It's a little restrictive, but manageable, I guess. Skill number 3. Yes, we have a third skill. Instead of her normal default action, which is usually just some kind of standard attack, she has a skill 3. It is Ruler's Aid. Heals the ally with the lowest hit points other than herself at a cost of 20% of her own remaining hit points. I almost kind of wish she had just like a standard attack or whatever, because, you know, the extra heal can be nice, but she's hurting herself to do it. This is standard Ilya vampire stuff, I guess, or whatever. She bleeds everywhere. I'll let you think about that for a second. But, you know, just a standard attack probably would have been better, because that way she's not accidentally like doing this skill right when a boss or something fires off a big nuke or whatever, and she just dies because 20%. It's always an iffy thing with Ilya, and it's something that we need to work with, but whatever. EX skill, as usual, increases magic attack power. If you happen to have her at 5 stars, it greatly increases magic attack power. There's nothing special about the EX skill, it is what it is. Now, normally I'd go right to the Union Burst and all that stuff, but we already did that, didn't we? Yeah, we had to go out of order. Let's go ahead and throw her into her own little kind of event thing going here. And let her pew pew or smack something around or whatever. Alright. Nice and slow. Bring out the axe. Bring out your dad. She can literally do that. Bring out your dad. Not going to see much to do with the familiars, because by the time her Union Burst gauge gets up there, the familiars are just, they're just like little bats or something. It don't matter. Do the thing real quick. There you go. One piece. Or 90. Or something. Don't matter. It really doesn't. We don't care. So you got the 2 little bats. They disappeared already. We'll just watch for the 2 little bats. They have a little extra DPS and stuff. All right. Okay, so one thing I'll tell you guys right now that, you know, it's another character that is like double S tier, double S plus tier versus boss fights. Okay? He's magic damage. Despite the axe, Ilya has always been magic damage. And it's single target boss fights that she's good at. It's like every freaking character that we get anymore. Single target boss fights, either magic or physical, double S plus tier or whatever. Side games is really milking the money with the milker. Nah, don't, Pecos. We have to call them that. Oh, okay. So in other words, she's SS plus tier. You know, do you pull her and everything? I'll get to that in a second. I still have to do the range thing. And the reason why she's actually kind of worth getting it to begin with. Okay, she does good damage. Oh, I only got her rank 1 bond or what? Oh yeah, I didn't have enough food. I spent all my cakes on someone else. I need more cakes. Okay, I keep getting sidetracked here. Let's go ahead and do this again because I got some explaining to do. One thing that makes her really rare and probably pull worthy is that it's rare to have a character that has all these buffs and good offensive power to also have a good action speed buff. Okay, you know, you guys remember, you know, we've been putting like 6-star Monica in like all the things. Doesn't matter if it's physical or magic, we've been putting her in everything for that really, really good attack speed buff. Well, maybe we don't have to anymore, at least in regards to magic groups. Slap Ilya in there, get some other buffs to go along with it. Maybe. Don't know, it's a possibility. But for an offense character to have all this extra stuff that basically makes her like a really good support on top of it, I can see her showing up in some good strategies for single target boss fights as freaking usual. Okay. Now she does have range limitations though. It doesn't, her buffs do not reach the front line. Okay, she's like, she stands in the mid guard, but apparently it's mid back or something like that. She gets the people in the back just fine, it seems. The mid guard just fine, but I think it misses a vast majority of the front line. So you kind of need to make sure that, you know, you're not doing anything really, really stupid. Like, you know, through New Year's, think of it this way: New Year's Nyne. Put her as like your maximum front, and you're pretty much good. Maybe. I'm kind of throwing a guess out there or whatever, but you know, it is what it is. So you're not going to be, but you know, who does magic damage and stands on the front line for the most part? And there's not many. There's regular Ilya, I think. Did she? I can't even remember now. It's been a long time ago. Like, share, subscribe, hit that notification button. It hasn't been that long, but anyways, this character, she's limited. Do you pull for her? All signs are pointing towards yes, because it just feels like she's just going to get injected into all the things. Like you combine her with New Year's Nyne, throw, you know, what was it, Anne and Greya in the back or something, well, back, middle, wherever the frick they stand. Yuki doing her little dance thing with the puddle. You guys know what I'm getting at. I'm not good at like remembering groups and stuff. I use guides other places. I don't do the guides. I do these guides, not those guides. Yeah, why are y'all still here? Anyways, do you pull her? I'm going to have to say yes on this. I have to. There's too many possibilities for Ilya, this version of Ilya. For One Piece Ilya, there. Not Ceremonial Costume. One Piece Ilya. To Pecos. Yes, there are two. Oh, I just said a stupid. Okay, do you spend your own money on her? Yes, you can spend some money on her. I'm thinking that she's going to be in some strategies here, and I don't think that 20% amount of her health, because it's 20% of her remaining health, okay? If she's got only 10 hit points left or whatever, she'll lose 2. Okay, it's not that big of a deal, especially, you know, was it Ameth's shield can essentially protect her from herself with 1 shield barrier. So it's not really that big of a deal, and the chances are Ameth's going to be in the freaking group anyway. She's in every group known ever. Yes. So yeah, I'd say this one you're going to have to do a pull on her and get her to 5 stars, all the shenanigans, whatever. We're going to see her in some clan battle stuff and some boss battle stuff, and I want to see some numbers. I really want to see some high-end numbers, because remember, she's not just, you know, doing the buffs and attacking. She's got those familiars. They do a little bit of damage, and of course they act as other characters on the field, which means her buffs and anyone else on the field that can do buffs are buffing the stupid little bats that are floating around her head, because she is a little baddie. Let's not forget about this. So damage, support, action speed, even a heal in there, and all of it is pretty good. You're going to have to pull her, guys. There's no question about it. Got the trophy. I'm leaving it at that. We'll see you in the next video.